Hello fellow collectors, Frank here, back with another TTM show. TTM stands for Through the Mail. These are through the mail autographs, 3 to share today, 3 former Major League catchers. Let's get right at it. First we have 4 cards sent, 4 cards signed. 74 days for an $8 fee. This was $2 per card. Out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, we have Mr. Terry Steinbach. Here on the 1993 Topps Stadium Club. On the year is this 1992 score All-Star card. We have them on the 87 Flair. And on the 87 Topps traded. And this is the 100th 87 Topps card that I have received. 187 Topps. Nice. Very nice. So this is Terry Lee Steinbach. He was born on March 2nd, 1962 in New Ulm, Minnesota. Mr. Steinbach was initially drafted by the Cleveland Indians in the 16th round of the 1980 MLB June Amateur Draft from New Ulm High School, but he didn't sign and instead decided to enroll at the University of Minnesota. He was later drafted by the Oakland Athletics in the 9th round of the 1983 MLB June Amateur Draft, which was an unpredictably successful 9th round draft class of 1983, a fraternity whose members include 3-time All-Star and 300 Save Club member Jeff Montgomery, 10-year veteran Jeff Parrott, 15-year veteran and 300 home run member Jay Buhner, and 13-year veteran Glenn Alhill. Pretty good 9th round there, I would say. What do you say? Pretty impressive. He made his Major League debut in the majors on September 12, 1986. And his first Major League hit was a bomb. It was a home run. So, coming as a defensive replacement for Mickey Tettleton in the 6th and versus the Cleveland Indians in Cleveland, Steinbach faced left-handed pitcher Greg Swindell and hit a homer to left field in a 9-3 loss. He played in the majors for 1986 to 1999. A good portion of those years with the Oakland A's from 86 to 96, and he rounded out his career with the Minnesota Twins for 1997 to 1999. And some of his stats here include: he was a .271 career hitter. He had 162 home runs, 745 RBIs, and 5,369 at-bats. Had a .420 slugging percentage. He was the 1986 Player of the Year for the Southern League Huntsville Stars as a minor leaguer. He was a 3-time All-Star in 88, 89, and 93. He was the 1988 All-Star Game MVP. He had 120 home run plus season. Actually, he had 30 home run plus season and had 100 plus RBIs in 1996. That's the stats for 96 right there. 272 with 35 home runs and 100 RBIs. And he won a World Series with the Oakland Athletics in 1989 as well. Quite a good career. Nice to get this back. And I got this fairly quickly compared to some other people. I got this in, 74 days. I've seen some people get Steinbach back in hundreds and 200s and 300s of a day, but I guess I just kind of got him at the right time. Very, very nice. Thank you, Mr. Steinbach. I do appreciate it very much. Next here we have a 3-card sent, 3 cards signed, 11 quick days, no fee out of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. We have Mr. Ed Hott here on the 1981 Topps for the set. 1981 Topps traded for the set in the 1983 Flair. All look great here. He did answer a few questions, which I'll get to in a moment. This is Nathan Edward Ott. He was born on July 11th, 1951 in Muncie, Pennsylvania. Mr. Ott was initially drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates in the 23rd round of the 1970 MLB June Amateur Draft from Muncie High School. He made his Major League debut on June 10th, 1974 at the age of 22 and did not have his first Major League hit until September 28th, 1975. His 10th Major League at-bat, the last of the season. He had a single to left in the 7th off of right-handed pitcher Ron Reed. He came in as a defensive replacement for earlier in the game and had a hit in St. Louis. What else can we say about Mr. Ott? He was a .259 career hitter. He had 33 career home runs, 195 RBIs, 1,792 at-bats. Mr. Ott was initially an outfielder in the minors, but he converted to catcher in spring training of 1975. The interesting little tidbit here that I thought was kind of funny that he added. In 1979, he rode a bicycle from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania to spring training in Bradenton, Florida in support of Tug McGraw's Charitable Foundation for Muscular Dystrophy. His nickname was Otter or Troll. 1979 as well, he was the most used catcher on the Pirates team that won the 1979 World Series over the Baltimore Orioles. It was actually the left-handed bat in a platoon with righty Steve Nicosia. And he did answer a few questions. Thank you, Mr. Ott, for doing that. I asked Mr. Ott, who was your favorite pitcher to work with in the majors? Bert Blyleven. Best player you coach? So he coached a bit after his career. He coached Barry Bonds. Any advice for young players? Big dreams can come true for small town boys and girls. And it is true. Thank you, Mr. Ott. I do appreciate it very much. Last but not least, we have a 3-card sent, 3-card signed. And this one took 394 days. I think that has to be my record. No fees. Out of Fort Myers, Florida, we have Mr. Gary Allenson. He answered a few questions here on this senior league card with the Winter Haven Super Sox. I have him here on the 1981 Donruss. Here on the 1981 Topps for the set, and this is my 96 81 Topps. Getting close to the 100 for that one as well. So here we have Gary Martin Allenson. He was born on February 4th, 1955 in Culver City, California. He was initially drafted by the Boston Red Sox in the 9th round of the 1976 MLB June Amateur Draft from Arizona State University. He initially debuted in the majors on April 8th, 1979 at the age of 24 years old. He had his first major league hit on April 15th, 1979 at Fenway Park versus the Cleveland Indians. Starting and hitting 9th, he had a double to left field, driving in Dwight Evans for his first major league hit, first major league double, first major league RBI, and his 8th plate appearance of his career. He also scored 3 times in that contest and walked twice in a 14-4 win for the Boston Red Sox. Mr. Allenson was a career .221 hitter. He had 19 home runs, 131 RBIs, and 1,061 at-bats. And he has the distinction for being the replacement for one of the greatest if not the greatest, I say the greatest catcher in Red Sox history, Carlton Fisk. He actually replaced him for most of the 79, a good part of the 79 season while Fisk was out in injury, but when Fisk left in 1981, he was the starting catcher during the 82 and 83 season for the Boston Red Sox. And interesting as well, he was the 1978 International League MVP for the Pawtucket Red Sox, and in 299 with 20 holes at 78 RBIs. And he did pretty darn good in that Senior Professional Baseball Association as well. Hit 340 in 43 games that season. Short-lived league that only lasted for, I think, a couple seasons. And he did answer a few questions. Thank you so much, Mr. Allenson, for taking your time. Favorite teammate? All of them. Most memorable game? He had a drag bunt versus the Angels with bases loaded, 2 outs in the 10th. The Red Sox won the game. And do you have any hobbies? Yes, retirement. That sounds like a pretty darn good hobby to me. I don't know if I'll ever have a chance to retire, but that sounds pretty good to me. Thank you very much, Mr. Gary Allenson, Mr. Ed Ott, Mr. Terry Steinbach, and thank you for joining me in another TTM success video. Hope you're all doing well. Take care. God bless. Peace.